You guys, today has been a supremely good mail day at Karen Harris makeup headquarters. So if you want to see me test out some new makeup that I got from Sephora, then just keep watching. Here, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. I love eyeshadow palettes. They're my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So if you like new makeup, if you like new eyeshadow palettes, if you like seeing swatches and how it applies on tan skin, then this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell, because I do post pretty much every day right now. I would hate for you to miss it, so go ahead and subscribe. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. So I gave myself permission to place a Sephora order because there were a few things I wanted. If you watch my last trying Sephora makeup, I bought the Stay Naked concealer, but I bought the wrong shade, so I bought it in a different shade. And honestly, I didn't want to wait for the Sephora sale, so I did grab it in 50 NN, and I'm very excited to see how this does. Even this looks light. What the heck? That's so weird. Anyway, we're going to try out that shade. I bought the Tower 28 new Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF Tinted Sunscreen, and I had to get these. I got two blushes from Clinique. These are their Cheek Pop Pearl blushes in Ruby Pop and Garnet Pop. Garnet Pop looks really cool tone. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. Then I also threw in, because I was like, well, why not? I said I wasn't going to buy this, but I did. It's the Natasha Denona Mini Metropolis palette. And of course, I have my Natasha Denona Metropolis palette right here. I haven't tried the mini yet, obviously, but I think that if you have the budget, this is the Natasha Denona palette you want to get. Like, skip all the minis, just go straight for this one if you like the color story. Anyway, I'm very excited to do some comparison swatches and all of the things. So let's get started. I prepped my eyes already and we're gonna do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at this. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I still remember when I got the Metropolis palette because I took it to my friend's wedding. And they just celebrated their 2-year anniversary. So I've had the Metropolis palette for 2 years now, which is wild to think about. So I saved the eye look that I saw on Natasha Denona's Instagram. So I want to do this eye look for testing out this palette. So it looks like she's got a little bit of some of these shades in her corner. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm gonna put the picture on the screen so you guys know what the heck I'm talking about, but oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm about to wreck it by swatching it, but let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. And I think 2 of these shades are new, but the rest of the shades are existing shades. Okay, so let me give you guys really quick the comparisons. So we've got this first shade called Blaze in the mini palette. And then I'm going to pick up Blaze from my original. Look exactly the same. So this is the mini Blaze. And this is the original Blaze. So that's the first shade in the palette. Next is the shade Rope, which is the existing shade. It's a matte. So picked up Rope from the mini. Picked up Rope from the original. There's the 2 swatched next to each other. Okay, and then we have the shade Jubilee, which is the pretty green color. Oh, that feels so nice. In the mini, feels the same in the full-size palette. Okay. So there's the 3 existing shades. I swatched my original Metropolis and I swatched the mini. So the first swatch is the mini, and then the second swatch is the Metropolis palette. And then the 2 new shades are these 2 neutral shades, 2 neutral mattes. So I'm just going to swatch those. I wonder if there's something similar. So the 2 shade names are Bole, B-O-L-E, and Corrode, C-O-R-R-O-D-E, in case I butchered that for some reason. You know, sometimes I think I'm pronouncing things properly, but do I actually know what I'm talking about? It's hard to say. So there are the swatches of the 3 existing shadows in the original Metropolis, the 2 new shadows, and I'm very excited to go ahead and create an eye look. So let's get into it. And with this new palette, she did include a brush, which I've never seen her do. So I'm gonna go into the shade Rope. I think it's this mustardy color, and the free brush. From what I can tell, this is the shadow that's all up in the inner corner of this eye look that she did. So I'm gonna do the same. I feel like this brush could be fluffier for just this part of the look, but it looks like she really packed this on up here, so I'm gonna try and do the same. It's definitely not how I usually do my eyeshadow looks, but when I tested out the black and white palette, what one was that? Xenon? Xenon? I can't, Xenon, yeah, that's what it was called. When I tested that one out, I did a look that I saw Natasha Denona shared on Instagram. So I kind of want to do something like that again because I think you guys really like it when I try something different. Also, I feel like I'm such a an average makeup person that if I can do it, so can you. If I can try different eye looks and you guys think they look okay, then so can you, so can you. This brush that they included, mine has like a little dent in it. Probably from not being packaged properly, so that's kind of disappointing, but anyway. This is like kind of a blending brush, kind of not, so it's really hard to blend with this brush, just so you guys know. It also looks like this shade is kind of all the way through the crease. My brows are back to being bushy. I'm thinking after this I should go to the mall and get them threaded. I don't get them, did I say threaded? Yeah, she does thread them. I forgot. I'm like, no, I get them waxed. I'm like, no, you go to the threading place, they thread them there. I also really want some like milk tea. I think I might treat myself to some milk tea. I'm so pregnant, you guys. It's wild. 37 weeks. She could come anytime now. It's safe for her to come. So I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay, so I'm gonna take a, should I just use this brush? I feel like I need like a flat shade or fluffy brush. I'll try this. This is a Sigma E54. It's kind of fluffy, kind of blendy. I'm gonna go into the shade Blaze. And it looks like she just kind of scattered that all over the lid. I would usually spray this, but I want to try it without spraying it first because it doesn't look foiled in her picture. It just looks like she kind of, I don't want to say like undone, but it's like, it looks very like, kind of like a sprinkle of color versus like a foil. So the shimmers look more distributed versus like concentrated. I hope that makes sense. I'm just kind of going kind of wild with it. It's messy, but I kind of like it. It's different. Okay, so I'm going to use the same brush, and basically it looks like she took the green shade and just popped it on the outer corner. Oh, this is so wild. Ah! Okay, I don't know if it looks like what she did, but we're trying, we're trying. Love it! It's different. It's very, very different. So I need to clean up a little bit under my eyes because I made a huge mess with not spraying the metallics. And I will be right back to try out the Tower 28 Sunny Days tinted sunscreen. Okay, I'm so excited to try this new Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 tinted sunscreen. This is exciting. I've heard so many people express different opinions on this, and I'm wondering, I think I can apply this with my fingers, but do I want to? So I bought the shade 40 Runyon. Safe for sensitive skin, vegan, cruelty-free, won't cause breakouts, reef-safe, mineral sunscreen, alcohol-free. Directions: apply liberally before sun exposure. Refer to drug facts on the carton for complete directions and warning. Oh my god, I'm so jealous because right now, as I film this video, a group of my friends are in Mexico and they're celebrating my best friend's bachelorette party. She's doing a joint bachelor and bachelorette party with her fiance, and we can't go because I could have this baby in Mexico and we don't want that. So here I am stuck at home while everybody else is having fun, and I'm a little salty, you know, no big deal. Ooh, I should probably shook this. Did I shake it? I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good color match. It's a little cool tone, but usually with SPFs, that kind of happens. I'm also trying to figure out why they launched this at the end of summer, but Tower 28 is based in California, so maybe it doesn't really matter. I feel like my face, just based off of the viewfinder, is like a completely different color than my neck, which is problematic. But I really wanted to try this because you guys know I love the Kosas tinted face oil, and so this product sounded very similar, and I was curious, and you guys know how much I love Tower 28, so I wanted to try it out and see, but I'm not 100% sure how I feel yet. So let's try the concealer. So this is the Stay Naked concealer from Urban Decay. This is supposed to be pretty decent coverage. I think the foundation is like a good medium coverage, so doesn't that look so light? This is embarrassing. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna put on some of my Pat McGrath concealer because I can't be running around town like being the wrong shade. It's too much. It's too much for me. Okay, so Pat McGrath saved me a little bit. Now I'm gonna use the Glowish powder, which is what I bought in my last Sephora trying new makeup video. So I've been using this consistently for about a week now. I like it, but it's nothing like life-changing. I have heard from my friends that wear a lot more powder than I do, like pan powders, which I don't do, that they think this is okay. And for me, it's just okay too. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's life-changing, you need to run out and buy this, but that's how I feel about most powders. So I feel like I don't know that I'm bringing a lot to the table when it comes to powder reviews. I'm going to use the Gucci bronzer. This is in my Shop My Stash because we tried the Gucci eyeshadow palette out at the start of this week. If you haven't seen that video, it was Monday's video, last Monday's video. Don't know when this video is going to go up, but yeah, check it out if you want to see the Gucci eyeshadow palette. I will say the sunscreen is taking on more makeup just fine. Like it's not doing anything, like it's not breaking it up or anything, which is really nice. Okay, so we've got the Clinique blushes. I'm not sure if I like this Garnet Pop shade, so I'm not going to swatch it because I don't want to decide yet on if I want to keep it or not. So I'm going to go into Ruby Pop, and it looks like it's a Big Gelée formula, and I love using this brush for Big Gelées. It's like this old Sonia Kashuk brush that I got from back in the day, and it's a little bit scratchy, so ooh, that's so pretty. I like to use it for Big Gelée. Ooh, I love that. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't have a new highlighter or a new lipstick or anything to try today. That was basically everything that I got from Sephora that I wanted to feature in this video. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back to give you guys my first impression thoughts on some of this new makeup I just tried. Okay guys, so here is the final look with the new makeup that I picked up from Sephora. Let me just tell you really quick what else is on my face. I did throw on my Lisa Aldridge lipstick in Velvet Affair. These just restocked today, and my internet was down, so I couldn't pick up any of the new shades. Not that I really want to, honestly. I really do prefer this formula now from previously when I purchased these. Like, I thought they were okay, but I've really found that really layering them is how I can make them really opaque and nice. So I've been wearing these all week long. So if you were able to get some of the new Lisa Aldridge Lipsticks, let me know what shades you picked up down below. I know my friend Amy is a huge fan of the brand, so I gotta catch up with her and see if she got any of them. But other than that, we have the Gucci bronzer. I am wearing the Hourglass mascara, just a bunch of random things. But let's go through the new stuff I tried out and give you guys some quick thoughts in case you've been eyeing these products. I know the Sephora sale is coming up, so if you're working on that Sephora cart, make sure you're adding some of these products and make sure you're taking some of these products out in case you have been wondering. But honestly, this Naked Concealer, I don't know if I'm going to try it one more time and see if I can get the right shade. I feel so dumb because I could probably just go into the store and color match myself, but I keep forgetting that we have a full-size Sephora in my town now, so I'm gonna need to do that. As far as the Tower 28 SPF, the Sunny Days Broad Spectrum Tinted Sunscreen goes, I actually really like this. Once I bronzed and everything, I feel like it looks really nice, and I even saw it on the Marco Polo camera because I was poloing my friends, and I really liked how it looked. So I'm very, very curious to see how this will wear. And I think I might throw this into my hospital bag. I mean, I don't think I'm going to see the sun when I'm in the hospital, but I think this might be a really nice light coverage foundation for me to take to the hospital in case I want to do my makeup. And it feels pretty lightweight. And I also like that I could apply it with my fingers, which I can do with my Kosas Tinted Face Oil as well. So that's a nice thing. And I like that it's in plastic packaging. So you can throw this in your beach bag. You can throw this in your makeup bag, which is, I'm guessing, what their intention was when they put this in a plastic packaging. So that's really nice. And then I really like this Clinique Cheek Pop. This is the first one I've ever tried. They have a lot of shades of these. And I finally broke down and bought it once it was in the shimmer formula because I think they have a matte version, but this is just, you guys know, right up my alley. So very, very excited to finally try a cheek pop. And then back to the star of the show, my little Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I think the brush is okay. I mean, I did most of my eye look with it, so I'm happy they included it and they didn't change the price. So for somebody who doesn't love all of the minis, I do have quite a few of them. I will say my favorite is the gold one, and I feel like these two would honestly pair really, really nicely together. The mini gold palette is my favorite Natasha Denona mini, so I think now that we have these two together, that will be a fun combo to try out. I will say, if I didn't own the Metropolis, this is perfect. I love it. I love the formulas. I love the metallics. The two shades she chose are beautiful shades. They work really nicely, same high quality that we're used to with Natasha Denona, so highly recommend for the $25. If you don't have the full-size Metropolis, this might be the perfect little palette for you. And of course, you guys know I'm a sucker for green, so even that one green pop really adds some fun to a very neutral palette. Now, if you already own the Metropolis, I would say, oh my gosh, you definitely don't need this. I didn't even use the two new shades in the palette. I literally used the 3 existing shades and the matte green in this palette. I will say overall though, I feel like she really missed out on kind of giving you guys a taste of the Metropolis palette, because these green matte shades not being included in here is kind of a missed opportunity in my opinion to get more people to try her formulas and her colorful mattes. And I mean, I know these are cream mattes in here, so maybe the price point, you know, she couldn't have included that formula in the minis and meet the price point of the minis. That's very possible. I think it would have been so cool if she added like a dark matte green like this shade from the palette. I also think this would have been the perfect opportunity to give us a little taste of the holidays and include this red metallic. Like, I think this red metallic with this shade called, what is that shade called? Jubilee? Oh my gosh, that would have been a game changer for the mini palette. So I wish she had played around a little bit more with the little color story, but I also know that the color stories in the minis don't always represent the big palettes, and the mini palettes don't always influence the midi palettes, because if you think of the mini retro, which I have right here, we had so many people say the mini retro looks nothing like the midi retro, which I agree on because the shades are so different, and I love the midi retro, but the mini was not my favorite. Like, I don't really like this color story at all. So I like how she like plays with that. Like, I like that she does the same like namesake, but she doesn't really do the exact shades, except in this one she kind of did. So I don't even know what I'm trying to say other than the fact that I love this. This is so cute. If you don't want to spend the 125, spend the 25. Personally, if you love Natasha Denona colorful eyeshadows as much as I do, I would go for the Big Daddy. I would save up and get it because I don't know if that one's getting discontinued. I heard the gold palette's getting discontinued. I'm like, what is happening? Like, that palette is iconic. It's the palette that made me fall in love with Natasha Denona. So if you've been humming and hawing about the gold palette, highly recommend checking that one out. Highly recommend checking out the Metropolis and the Mini Metropolis. Shit, maybe you want both. Like, I got both and I'm very happy. I'm very happy because the quality is very, very consistent. So that is it for today's testing out new makeup at Sephora video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me a comment down below because you guys know I love chatting to you, and I will see you in my next video soon.